Hey everybody, this is Magnolia 26 coming to you on a dark, rainy day. It's about 7 a.m. I've been up since 4, and I'm quickly running out of battery life on my computer. But I thought I would do, um, I've seen these videos where people say what I won't miss about being fat. And luckily for me, I got on the other side of that for a few years after losing a lot of weight. So I'm going to call this what I'm not going to miss about losing my regain. And one of the things I'm not going to miss, the first thing on the list maybe, is snoring. Yeah, that's why I'm sitting here at this hour in the morning, and I've been up for probably 3 hours. I have a snoring problem. I've always had a snoring problem. When I was little, I had a snoring problem. My parents had my tonsils and adenoids out when I was 7, and I still had a snoring problem. And after I lost weight the first time around, it was the first time in my life that I stopped snoring. Thankfully, because I was dating then. But after my surgeries, I have a plate in my neck with 4 or 5 bolts because it's a fusion from the C3 vertebrae to the C7 vertebrae, so it's pretty long. I have scar tissue from the thyroidectomies, and then as a result of all of that surgery, my right vocal cord was paralyzed. So they put in a vocal cord shunt. And what I've been told is that there's not very much room in there. And so I started snoring again. Consequently, my partner, Paul, he's been falling asleep down here. Our lovely. Actually, he falls asleep on the couch. He's too tall to fall asleep on the love seat. And it's sad. Like, I want to fall asleep with my man in bed. But he said that I snore in the beginning, and then after a while, I stop. So he basically just stays down here until I'm asleep, which usually means that he falls asleep, which usually means he comes to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning. Do you guys have this problem in your life? The snoring problem? I think usually it's the man, but in this case it's me. So the problem is he comes to bed, and then when he comes to bed he wakes me up. So then I lay in bed waiting for him to go to sleep because I don't want to fall asleep and start snoring again. So as I'm laying there waiting for him to go to sleep so that I don't fall asleep, so that I don't start snoring to keep him awake, I'm awake. And this morning I couldn't go back to sleep. Why couldn't I go back to sleep? Because it is officially May 4th. Why should May 4th be such a big deal? Because now it's 10 days out from my surgery. 10 days out from my surgery just makes it feel like, okay, just enough time for anxiety to set in. And that's what's happening. So I'm sitting here complete with bedhead and orange polka dot pajamas, thinking about my surgery, second guessing myself. Oh, voice in my head, you lost blardy-blar number of pounds before. Why can't you do this on your own? Oh, since the process started, you've lost 12 pounds, right? Since I started this a month and a half ago. Why can't you do it on your own? That is the same rate of weight that I was losing before. But it took me 3 years to get that weight off. I just don't have the time. My metabolism is not as great. I don't have the lean muscle mass. I can't work out as hard. This is what I do. I lay in bed and I start justifying my decision. But to be honest with you, the snoring is enough. I would like to sleep in bed with my partner again. I would like him to be able to come to sleep with me. So I've seen some of you do these videos on what I won't miss about being fat. I'm kind of fortunate in that I've been able to get on the other side of that. So I do know what it's like. And let me tell you, if you haven't been there, it's glorious. It really is. When you go from weighing, 200 plus, 300 plus, and I can't speak for 400 plus, but I think it's the same. When you go from that weight and you lose 50, 100, 150 pounds, it really is glorious. And you really do feel like you're reborn. And I wish you all the best of luck. I think that it's the biggest gift you could give yourself. But on the other side of that gift, sometimes is regain. So I'm going to start making a list, not about things that I'm going to miss about being fat, because I know what they are. Airplane seat belts, airplane seats, theater seats, jeans. I hadn't worn jeans for 20 years or something. Wearing jeans, wearing high heels, they're all those things. I'm going to start making a list of what I'm not going to miss about my regain, because it's a little different. And one of the things I'm going to not miss about my regain on top of the list, snoring. I'm not going to miss that. I'm hoping it goes away. I'm really, really hoping it goes away. It's like on the top of my list right now. I still fit in the airplane seats, but they're not as comfortable. And I certainly don't want to sit in the middle. But at the top of my list, what I'm not going to miss about my regain, snoring. Absolutely. So I'll keep adding to that list, and hopefully I'll get some sleep. And hopefully eventually Paul will be able to fall asleep in bed with me, not down here by himself. So, regain, regrets, snoring, anxiety, 10 days, and doubts. Why are you doing this? Can't you do it by yourself? You did it by yourself before. Those are the doubts. Those are the voices in my head. So, 10 days is just enough time to freak myself out. So my project today is going to be to figure out how not to freak myself out. Okay.